Well, good morning, everybody. This is Jim Hovland, your Edina Mayor, and this is your Mayor's Minute for Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. On Thursday, May 13th, the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, announced new guidance that, and I'm quoting now, fully vaccinated individuals no longer need to wear a mask or physically distance in any setting, except where required by federal or local laws, rules, or regulations, close quote. So that's what caused us to get all kinds of inquiries about Edina's masking ordinance. So on the heels of that news, the governor signed an executive order Friday, May 14th, that no longer requires masks or facial coverings be worn in most places in Minnesota. Schools and school districts must continue to follow the face covering requirements in the Safe Learning Plan through the end of the school year. And masks, of course, are still required on public transportation. And I think that's just smart practice for everybody. Some cities like Minneapolis have announced that they're going to continue their local masking policies. I reviewed our masking policy with the city, as I mentioned earlier, and found that it was not in effect any longer. Some folks were concerned that it was. And we also looked at our vaccination rates because we thought about whether we should continue to have a masking order or put a new one in place. But our vaccination rates in Edina through our four largest zip codes are almost at 70% for people 16 years of age and older. So I think we're right there where the CDC wants you to be. So we decided not to have a masking ordinance or a masking resolution or a masking order issued by me in Edina. We decided that each business in town can decide whether or not to require patrons to wear masks. And of course, I'm sure many of you have had those experiences both with and without masks being required in business establishments. We also are a business operator. As you know, we've got liquor stores and park and rec facilities, golf courses. As a business, we've decided that masks will not be required at city-owned facilities, including park and rec facilities and the Edina liquor stores. So keep that in mind. You will not have to have your mask on when you go to an Edina liquor store or go into any park or rec facility. When you go shopping, make sure you take your mask with you, though, because especially at 50th and France, for example, remember that everything on the east side of the street is Minneapolis, and they're subject to that masking ordinance, so you'll have to have a mask with you if you go in a store on the Minneapolis side of France Avenue. So though there is no longer a statewide masking order, those who are not fully vaccinated are still strongly encouraged to wear them. This is personal responsibility territory. I think that we'll do well on that in Edina. Some businesses in our city, including Lunds and Byerly's and CVS, are also requiring masks of customers who are not fully vaccinated. Again, that's a total honor system, personal responsibility. So if you haven't been vaccinated, if you've got some resistance to being vaccinated, some reasons why you think it's important for you not to get vaccinated, make sure that you wear your mask when you go into any store, and particularly Lunds and Byerly's and CVS, as you know, are requiring that. So if you have not yet had an opportunity to get vaccinated, I'd encourage all of you to do so that have not yet been vaccinated. The vaccine is now widely available. Please consider getting a shot. You're not only protecting yourself and your family, but you're protecting everybody else out there too. It's just being a good neighbor, being a good citizen. This is Jim Hovland. That's your Mayor's Minute for May 19th, 2021. We're going to get through this pandemic together. We can see the end of it coming. So stay strong. We're almost at the finish line. We'll see you next week.